We have a variety of tools at our disposal to cull through those 23 million channels and in an expeditious way. So when we talk about aggressiveness, we are typically talking about civil penalties. Not only can we sue Google and YouTube for compliance with Coppa, but also individual channel owners and content creators. Think of is the expression about shooting fish in a barrel. YouTube is the barrel and the content creators are the fish.
They're enforcing much stricter rules and placing the onus on you to communicate to your audience whether that content is appropriate for children or not.
Gaming content is not safe, and it is not being given an exception when it comes to Coppa. It is subject to Coppa just as much as anything else.
Why is it YouTube's fault that your kid is going online? It's such an American take on things. It's never the parents' fault, it's always someone else's fault.
Hello there, it is I. Yes, I'm finally doing a video about this. I know so many people have been asking me, or what my input is, about the whole Coppa thing, since although a lot of my friends have definitely have explained it on their side on what they think about it. Now, I'm taking this more as a different approach. Why, yes, this whole Coppa and the FTC thing that has happened with YouTube is really important. I really word that poorly. In better words, yes, I know what's happening. I know what is happening between the FTC and YouTube about the whole Coppa deal. A lot of people have their own different thoughts about it though, but I feel like a lot of people aren't really understanding the whole thing fully. I know a lot of my friends don't, but I've done my research, and I don't know, this is just my take on it all, and you guys can have your own formal opinion about it. I'm not complaining about it, and I'm not arguing against it. Now, to clarify it a little bit more, what I meant by I'm not arguing against it, what I'm trying to say, I'm not arguing against your opinion or your take about Coppa. Of course, everybody hates Coppa right now, and what the FTC is doing, so I thought I should just clear that up. But I guess this is just my sense of it and how it could possibly kill my channel. I know that is kind of a bit of a stretch for some and totally reasonable for others, but at the same time, not only could it just kill my channel, but probably others, and if not, the whole website itself. Now, without further ado, let's hurry up and start the video. Now, I am aware that the FTC is scaring everyone right now at the moment, and because all these laws are just put in place so quickly. But I do know, and I feel confident that as time goes on, there will be some changes, and I'll be making sure to say that as we go along throughout this video. Now, how I started getting into this whole Coppa deal wasn't because of Chadtronic's video, since that video started blowing up rapidly. It was actually based off a tweet that no longer exists, and I responded to it, but it was underneath YouTube's new terms of service. If you were to scroll down and go under account suspension and termination, then go under terminations by YouTube for service changes, that's where it all leads down to. Now, under that statement, it says, and it claims, well, it states in this case, YouTube may terminate your access or your Google account's access to all or part of the service if YouTube believes, in its sole discretion, that provisions of the service to you is no longer commercially valuable. Viable, sorry, my bad. Now, this was soon debunked by YouTube and a bunch of other creators on the site as well, except I don't have the screenshot of what YouTube said because the man deleted the tweet! Now, basically, how I personally see it, I see a lot of people are misinterpreting it, the commercial valuability. I personally think that it's a bit misused, I guess, in a say. It's pretty vague, which it would make sense because YouTube is known for making a lot of vague statements before, but how I see it is that if YouTube believes, or if YouTube, if a channel is threatening YouTube or YouTube's reputation, that they would have the rights to get rid of that channel, to terminate that channel in access of what they've claimed. That's how I think of it. I think that they, have the rights to erase channels that they believe threaten YouTube's reputation for advertisers, news medias, or whatever. That's how I think of it. And a lot of people are saying that, if my channel were to be, if my channel were to be not making enough revenue, my channel would be terminated. I don't think that. Even though that's just what I think, and that's where I believe a bit of people are kind of misinterpreting it, if that all made sense. Now, I saw a video of somebody trying to explain to this. I saw a video where they basically said that the reasoning for that is... Basically, what they said was that, in their own words here, is that channels that don't generate enough money, because when you upload a video onto the website YouTube, it becomes storage. It becomes storage to YouTube, and YouTube has to pay for that storage because servers and whatnot. And if you don't generate enough money, what's the point of keeping your storage there? And YouTube can just terminate your whole channel. And I don't think that's the case. Because, you aren't commercially valuable. No. I don't think that's the case, okay? If I'm being for real, I don't think that's the case. Not sending any hate, not saying any hatred, but I'm just saying I don't think that's the case. Again, as of recording this audio, this is all basically kind of new. And we don't know what's going to happen. So I'll give you guys an update. If anything happens, I'll go back to recording, and so we'll be all good. So yeah, see you till the next update of whatever, I guess. So apparently there is a PDF file for Coppa, which is called Protecting Children's Privacy Under Coppa, a survey on compliance. So taking a read of it, it was really interesting, but there were a lot of vague spots as well. And on top of that, this is really outdated, to say the least. Let me say some examples, shall I? Now, I'm going to be reading the section under the survey, determine whether a site is primarily directed to children 12 and under. So let's read what there is about it. Subject matter that is appealing to children. Alright, fair enough. Let's see what it says. Examples. Kids jokes. Alright. Okay, maybe I can see that just a little, but not really. Music. Pretty vague, but okay. Alright, yeah, alright, yeah, because apparently all kids love music. Kids games. Well then what classifies as a, quote, kids games? You see where this gray area is hitting? Enough of that, continuing on. Video/computer games. Again, that is still vague. Alright, okay. I'm not gonna complain, just gonna continue. Children's TV shows or stars. What is classified as a children TV shows or stars? Now clearly if you give me something like, I don't know, Peppa Pig or something, Olivia, yeah, I get that, that's children's shows. But what if they're parodies? What happens then? You see what I'm trying to get at here? I feel like context matters in this sense, and so far these explanations are pretty vague. Cartoon characters. Okay, sports. Because apparently all kids love sports. Not adults, sorry. Stories. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, animation channels, you guys are screwed. Oh wait, I don't want this video to be marked as kids. Fuck. Toys. Just toys, okay. My Mr. Bunny videos are definitely going to get marked as kids. Jesus, okay. Children's books. Alrighty. Fantasies. Yeah, because only children love fantasies, not adults, you know? The word fantasies does sound like kids though, but like Star Wars is a fantasy, you know? That's a great example of one. Probably so generic. Probably almost every comic book out there that has a movie is a quote-unquote fantasy, as some may say. I don't fucking know. Please leave me alone, I'm tired. Children's arts and crafts. I can see a lot of this. I'm thinking about the pandering, like the people that pander to children, not the ones that like make arts and crafts but aren't designed for kids. I can see that though. Pets. Oh shit! All my pet videos are gonna get demonetized now, or not demonetized now. Fuck me. It's gonna get age marked as kids. There we go. Products primarily purchased or consumed by kids like snack food or cereal. Excuse me, what? Well, it looks like I gotta get rid of my cereal then. Thanks for giving me a 42,000 fine, Cheerios! You see how some of this could be really vague, and if not, comply with a mixed audience? You see what I'm trying to get at here? Oh, trust me, we're just only getting to the brink of it. Next one, under presentation, is language. Language of the website, such as language that is simple enough to be understandable to children 12 and under. Well, damn, I guess I'm screwed. I'm assuming children that are 12 and under probably understand what I'm saying. Hey, 12-year-olds or under people, can you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the language? Do I have to speak Swedish? Oh wait, there's probably some Swedish people out there that are 12 and under that understand what I'm saying. What about Spanish people? Probably the same thing. It's so vague, like I keep saying over and over again, which I apologize, but one thing I do have to talk about is that the Coppa was made early in the 90s, back then when the internet was getting popular and all the cool kids, radical kids were hopping onto the internet because they too thought it was cool. And so because of that, there was a lot of targeted ads towards these kids. And because so, I wouldn't say targeted ads though, but it was easier to brainwash these gullible mindsets. They were impressionable. They really are. And showing like, oh, I don't know, a virus or like some shit like, hey, you're our 1,000th viewer. Click here to win money. Like, something like that, right? And so people would fall for that. And so kids will like end up, I don't know, giving out their details and whatnot, and then voila, that site now has all their information. Now, what the Coppa was supposed to do was to prevent websites from doing that. And this is only supposed to be towards companies, which is why they would have them have a $42,000 fine. Again, I have to say this, I do not have $42,000. Now, it's so crazy as well. Parents, any parents out there that are watching this video and you don't like the content that I produce, please do not go to YouTube and attack them. Can you do me a favor and actually start being parents? Like, seriously, I'm tired of these parents giving their kids fucking electronics and then they end up going on YouTube and they see something that they're not supposed to watch. Like, think about it, okay? Parents, listen here. Let them watch something, I don't know, Disney Plus? I'm sorry that I'm going a bit on a rampage here, but I mean, come on. I'm sorry. Listen, I like to think that my audience is a mix, okay? I am confident that my audience is a mixed audience. Even though I mainly target for the older audiences, I still believe that my audience is a mixed. And YouTube doesn't give me the option, either because the FTC says that, oh, this should be made for kids and for not for kids, or just something that YouTube completely made just so they can cover their asses or something. I don't know. Now, a lot of people were wondering, why did YouTube, or why did Google in this case, get fined $170 million? Well, here's what happened. Google was apparently collecting children's data, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't care, to children that are under the age of 13. And in that, you're not supposed to do that. That's a big no-no. So the problem is that, why, yes, that's a bad thing, big boy bad thing, but another thing is there's people that lie about their age on the internet. So is it technically Google's fault? Sure, a lot of people can say that Google asked for it or YouTube asked for it because, I mean, come on now. They said these quotes that they're basically bragging that children crawl onto their website. That doesn't make them much better, but at the same time, kids lie about their age on the internet. So in that case, whose responsibility is that? Google's or the parents? Like, come on. Again, I'll bring them more updates as time goes on. I just find it stupid how I have to select, oh, is this made for kids or not? My channel is not directed towards kids, and I actively tell these kids to go away from my channel. I find it ironic because on one hand, YouTube says don't make edgy content or else you're gonna get demonetized. Now it's don't make family-friendly content. Like what the hell? What am I supposed to do then? Like, come on. Again, it is not my responsibility after your child. If your child watches my content, I can't stop him. Like, come on. I don't know. I wouldn't know if there's like a freaking, I don't know, 6-year-old watching my content. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't. Like, I'm being serious. So, like, please, parents, be parents. Because I shouldn't be responsible after your kid. Honestly. The whole Coppa thing is stupid. Parents, just please actually be parents. I know I keep sound like a broken record, but you guys keep complaining to YouTube over the same stupid thing. So now it's my turn to complain to you parents for the same stupid thing. So it's a fair game, I like to say. But at the same time, I shouldn't be responsible for your fucking kid, okay? Like, it's great and all that, you know, you want to have them explore the internet or whatever, or just to get them off your plate. I understand. Kids are annoying. I personally hate kids. Well, I'm not saying that your kid is annoying, but I mean, like, kids can be annoying and whatnot. And I absolutely hate kids. I don't want kids of my own because I can't even take care of myself, maybe. That was a joke, by the way. But at the same time, like, come on. Just please. Like, don't do this to me. Don't screw me over. Like, come on, $40,000 fine. At first, I kind of I'm hoping that this is more of an empty threat that the FTC is throwing. But the more I look into this, the more I start to believe that, no, this is not. Like, this is something that the FTC is really, like, serious about. Now, when I first heard about the FTC and all that stuff, I took it serious immediately. I was digging into it because I was like, why is that getting involved? I originally wanted to know, why was YouTube wanting to, quote-unquote, terminate channels that weren't commercially viable? I originally thought that it was going to, like, be the end of YouTube or whatever, but I was wrong, and I would like to admit that I was wrong, because I did my research, and that's when I found out that it was the FTC that sued Google and YouTube for $170 million. And then as time went on, I was like, oh shit, this is actually really bad. And then it wasn't until I finally got a notification from Chad Tronick that did a video about it. And I was like, all right, good, he's doing a video about it and all that cool stuff. And he mentioned that he was surprised that bigger YouTubers aren't talking about this, and I am as well. Not too long ago, I read a thread of a tweet, and it was pretty good. I don't remember exactly, specifically on how it was talking about, but it was talking about Coppa, and it basically, based off the memory here, it was talking about how Coppa won't really affect the creators. It's an interesting thread, what I read. I'm going to be completely honest. I learned from it. But at the same time, I do think that Coppa is definitely going to affect all creators here on the platform. Even if I'm wrong and the tweet had nothing to do about, oh, Coppa isn't going to affect creators, I still do believe that it does. Because based off what I've done my research on and based off what I've said in this video, it's just completely whack. And I don't want to make this video, I don't know, like 3 hours long, so I'm trying to keep this as short as I can. Which also, I do have to say that if you ever see a tweet from YouTube that's promoting Coppa, that's because they have to. It's the law. It is a law that has been set in place. The FTC kind of, well, basically forced YouTube into putting these implements in because of what they did by collecting children's data. Keep in mind, for me doing my research, this is what the FTC is really pretty much looking for. Whether a video is intentionally aimed at kids, includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures, which will unfortunately affect the animation side of YouTube, and content that contains activities that appeal to children. Now, that's a bit scary to hear. So, content that contains activity that appeals to children? Like, why, yes, that does sound pretty vague, but a little bit more descriptive, right? But the thing is that a lot of us don't know what, quote, activities can appeal to children. Would me doing a Lego video appeal to children? Would me doing a Minecraft or gameplay video appeal to children? What's the whole deal here? Now, luckily, I kind of know the answer to this based off the research I did. I saw a bunch of videos as well. And so, let's dig down into this. Now, this should answer everyone's questions. And if not, then I apologize. But the FTC is not looking for content that may be like, maybe children like it. No. They are looking for cut, clean answers, a yes or a no type thing, if that makes sense. They are aware, and this is surprising to hear, they are aware that there is such thing as a mixed audience, which should be a surprise to some, and for some, not really. But the thing is that if the FTC claims that there is a mixed audience option for us to have, why doesn't YouTube implement that? Like I said before, YouTube should add that, and so the fact that this is now bringing back up to the public really surprises me, kind of, but also not really. Now, the FTC is not out to purposely find people to, I don't know, fine them $42,000. Like, no. Like I said, they want a cut clean answer. They are willing to get people that are breaking the law.
That's how the law works.
Another thing that's quite surprising is that the FTC is unaware of YouTube's system of marketing videos, quote, for kids. In other words, they don't know how YouTube's system works at all, completely. Which it doesn't surprise me, because who really does know how YouTube runs? Like, who knows how their system works? And also, the FTC is aware that not all animation is made for kids. And same goes with cartoons. They're aware of that, so likely that is taken out of the way and covered. Now, video games are a gray area because they are aware that video games do have a general audience. Example of a, quote, mixed audience is Angry Birds. That's both kids like it and both adults like it. Same goes with like Minecraft. Kids love it, adults love it. You get the gist, I believe. Just because a lot of kids play a video game doesn't mean that that video is made for kids. If a video game is rated M, then done. That's it. End of discussion. It's rated M. I mean, come on now. Like that's just an example as well. I feel like that the FTC doesn't know what they're going to get themselves into, because there's so much content on YouTube and there's so many people that clickbait a lot that I don't even know if any of the people at the FTC will even know what clickbait is, or like well, they most likely will notice like those channels that pander towards children. And surprisingly enough, the people that work at the FTC don't even own a cell phone. So imagine trying to explain to someone what YouTube is to someone that doesn't own a cell phone or any sort of phone, not even a smartphone in that matter. I mean, for all I know, they could have, I don't know, a home phone, but like at the same time, who uses landline? I believe I'm going to end it off here now. I am so sorry if this video doesn't seem high quality or if it's like low effort, but as you guys already know, I already put out a 3-hour video, and I need to get this video out on the 10th, so I am sorry. I originally thought that the whole Coppa thing would kill my channel because of like, at the time when I first found out about YouTube terminating channels. And this was before Coppa was even announced from YouTube at all. So like, when hearing the new terms of service, I was just completely baffled and was like kind of worried, because I've been on the site for 13 years and I don't want that to go to waste. I put so much effort into my content. I've tried, and I hope to God I can, like, I hope I entertain people, which seems like it's working. Like, that's what I love to do, is entertain people. Hello camera, focus at me, you little fuck. One thing I do know is that YouTube is changing up their demonetization platform. So if you were to be demonetized, they would put an ad on there that's suitable for the video. Basically, what I mean by that is that if your video is deemed to get demonetized, YouTube would put in a not child-friendly ad on there because it's demonetized and it's not made for kids, which is actually a really interesting concept, because how come they never did that before? Like, you know what I mean? I actually like that idea, putting ads that are like putting ads based off if they're marked for kids or not. That doesn't sound right. Basically, marketing ads, whether it's demonetized or not, if that makes sense. That doesn't mean they're removing demonetization, as a lot of people have been talking about, because I saw this and a lot of people are thinking, yay, demonetized, it's gone. No, it's not gone. It's still there. It's just modified. Other than that, I don't think I've ever seen a threat like this to YouTube. Unless like the biggest threat that I know that happened to YouTube was way back in 2007 when Viacom wanted to sue YouTube for brazen of copyright infringement. Obviously, YouTube won that court case, and so, yeah, this whole thing is just completely crazy. I hope that this doesn't affect my channel. And I'm not family friendly, as a lot of you guys know, but that doesn't mean I don't have a mixed audience. I am open to people coming to my channel, okay? But I'm saying that, like, I'm not family friendly. So if I don't know. I can't believe I have to say these things. But I have to clarify these things and like put a disclaimer everywhere. Like, that's so stupid. But at the same time, I hope everything gets better, because I am so done with this. I really am. I'm gonna end off this video here. Hopefully this was good for you guys, and hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about Coppa, unless I made you guys completely confused, because I really want to put my take on it. If I made you guys completely confused, I am sorry. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
The FTC Coppa ruling.
YouTube should have won this battle.
YouTube themselves marked some of your videos.
Save YouTube, everyone. Let the FTC know that current guidelines just don't fly. Cool.